Welcome to the match reaction. Arsenal 2, Crystal Palace 2. Perform like this tonight on Tuesday could be a problem. I ain't lying here, people. We perform like this Tuesday could be a problem. Arsenal, you need to fix up, man. This is our 13th draw of the Premier League campaign. 13 draws. Right, let's just start off with the team news. He made some changes. Not much. If I go to the back, obviously Raya in goal. Going to talk about you today, Raya. Don't know what was going on with you today. Don't know what was going on with you today. Timber at right back. Saliba, bozo moment. Kivior, steady game. Lewis Skelly, left back. Odegaard. Odegaard is Odegaard, isn't it? This is our captain. Partey, Declan Rice up front. Sterling. You ain't seen the best of me yet. Trossard and Martinelli. Now, for me, one question I need to be asking Arteta is why is he leaving Ethan on the bench? After these 4 games, Sterling goes back to Chelsea. What purpose did this brother serve tonight? Seriously. You bring on Ethan with 4 minutes to go. Listen, man. Ethan must be looking at this. I've noticed this over the past couple of games, how he's just kind of been left on the side now, almost like he's chucked to the scrap heap. Don't like the way Arteta is dealing with this at the moment in terms of his playing time. And you prefer to start Sterling, who's arguably been the worst player that's played in this team. You know what I mean? And yeah, it is what it is. 13 draws. We start the game, and if I look, an early goal from Trossard, an assist from Odegaard from a set piece, nice bullet header in from Kivior, who for me, after 3 minutes, he's probably been our best defender in the last couple of games. Not gonna lie, because Saliba is really having some bozo moments today and over the last couple of days. You know what I mean? And you can't be doing that. Saliba can't be doing that. You got to switch on. Concentration level. Yeah? How on earth are you getting caught on the ball yet again? And then Odegaard is telling him to pass it back, which at that point he panics. Where was Raya? Coming out of his era yet again, only to be lobbed. Raya, I don't know what you do with your kicking tonight, your distribution, flapping. What's going on? We got a massive game on Tuesday and we're playing with this kind of performance. We need to properly step it up on Tuesday. Yeah? We're not going to have Partey in that midfield. Right? We're not going to have Partey in that midfield. And for me, Partey and Rice, yeah, I would probably say, and Kivior were our best players on the pitch tonight. Yeah? Kivior played okay. Partey and Rice. But we're not going to have Partey on Tuesday. Not only that, in terms of our rotation, what could we do? I mean, Zinchenko was on the pitch, on the bench. Why not, play Zinchenko, rest Declan Rice? Yeah? But no, you decide that you're going to play this team. And I get it that, yeah, you got to play these players because, it's going to be a long rest by the time we play PSG at home. From now to the Tuesday, it's going to be almost 9 days. So for me, or if it's not 9 days, let's just work this out. Wednesday. So if it's Wednesday today, I want to be sure of that. If it's Wednesday today, yeah. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 days. 7 days. Or we play on Tuesday. 7 days. Rest. But look, not happy with the way the game has gone. You're winning 1-0, and you go. I think it's 2-0. We go 2-0 up. We go 2-0 up. Yeah. And no, sorry, we don't go 2-0 up. Tell a lie. Eze from a corner scores on the 27th minute. And you're thinking, where's the marking at the edge of the box? Where's the marking at the edge of the box? Hits it into the ground and goes through a crowd of players, and Raya, obviously unsighted, couldn't see it, and it's gone in, comes off the post and goes in. Then, with a couple of minutes before half-time, Trossard, with an assist from Jurrien Timber, chops it onto his right foot in the box, or left foot, sorry, and gives us the lead going into half-time. At this point now, we're relatively comfortable. We needed to probably get that third goal. It wasn't until Jean Mateta came on, and he came on in the 80th minute for Eddie Nketiah, which Eddie Nketiah did have a big chance, only for Kiwior to block it with his foot. He could have made that 2-2. But listen, I'm not going to lie. This game is worrying, the way we approached it. This is Crystal Palace. This is not PSG. This is Crystal Palace. And I'm worried about the midfield. Moreno was not even on the bench tonight. Ben White wasn't on the bench tonight. Looking at injuries, don't know what the issue is. I haven't really looked into it. I'm hoping it's not serious. It's just that they've kind of taken them out and rested them for the game on Tuesday, and maybe whatever niggles it is, that it's not long term, and I'm hoping that they will be available. Because let me say this now. We looked, as crazy it sounds, I know Trossard scored, but man, we kind of looked toothless up front. And the link play between Moreno and the other attacking players was not there tonight. You could see that. And I'm hoping that he will be available for the game on Tuesday. Now, the problem is because we haven't got no Partey for the first leg, does he drop Moreno back into midfield and play Trossard up front? This is the question that we're going to be looking at. Because I can definitely bet the bottom dollar that from the second leg, he will be playing Moreno up front and Partey will come back into that midfield. But Tuesday is going to be a problem if we play like we did tonight. You know what I mean? We've given up 2 goals, 13 draws. Absolutely ridiculous. Somebody sent me a text in terms of the amount of points that we have dropped. We've dropped points in 6 of our last 9 games. 6 of our last 9 games, we have dropped points. Absolutely ridiculous. 18 points. It's just not good enough. This season is done. We know it's done. Liverpool need a point on Saturday or Sunday when they play Tottenham. And I think that shouldn't be too hard for them. They need a point and they will be crowned champions. There's not been a challenge whatsoever for this campaign. We haven't challenged. Liverpool pretty much just gone out there by themselves and done what they needed to do. Arsenal, Man City, we didn't offer nothing. Chelsea, nothing. The natural or typical big 6, what did we offer? Nothing. This Premier League campaign has really been a disaster. Probably one of the worst I've seen in a long time. And we could potentially Even if we win all our games, yeah, that's 79 points. Yeah, that's 10 points off of what we got last season. Yeah, but the chances are that could go to either 12 or 13 because there's no guarantee that we're going to go to Liverpool, even though it's going to be a dead rubber game and win that. And with Newcastle coming to the Emirates, yeah, I don't know. So we could lose this league, yeah, as things stand, by 10, maybe 13 points. A proper massive drop off from last season, where we finished 2 points behind Man City. It really ain't good enough from this club. All we've got left now is the Champions League. And how we approach this on Tuesday, we have to have our heads switched on. Saliba, please do not give us any more of those bozo moments. Raya, stay in your goal. Stay in the box. What you now become another centre half? You got caught out, and a couple of times tonight they could have lobbed you. We're going to be playing. We're going to be up against PSG. We are going to be up against PSG. Yeah, they play much quicker, right, than Crystal Palace. So we have to be switched on. I don't know how the midfield battle is going to go, but bro, we need to make sure that when we go into that game on Tuesday, that we are switched on and focused, and make sure that when we have the chance to score, then let's do this. Please, let's do this. You know what I mean? It's just not good enough. It's just not good enough from this club. And, you know what I mean? We have regressed in terms of our challenge this season. And it's really the Champions League. If we do go on and win it, that's going to really save this season. But if we don't, then we need to be having conversations, serious conversations, simple as serious conversations. But we know that, you know, the hierarchy are not going to get rid of this man. And so Berta has got a lot of work to do in the summer with regards to recruitment, because there's going to be a lot of players leaving this club. And we need to make sure that we recruit in the right places. We need central defenders. We need midfielders. We need a striker. We need attacking players on the wings. We need another 10 or 8. And yeah, it's a big build. It's a big rebuild for the summer. We're going to have to sell players. I hope that Berta can wield, you know what I mean, is magic when it comes to selling players. And then who he then finds in the market, we just have to wait and see. Yeah, we're going to have to wait and see. But this season has absolutely been a disappointing season regarding us challenging or not challenging for this Premier League. And let me say, well done to Liverpool. Well done to Arne Slot. You know, phase 1, you're in, doing what you need to do, only buying one player and working with, you know, top class players. You got your tactics right, and at the end of the day, you know, you've walked this league without a challenge from anybody. You know what I mean? I wouldn't even say we were the closest challengers because we didn't challenge. As simple as that. We did not challenge. I'm not doing match ratings or player ratings or anything like that. It's just that, you know, you look at the side tonight and you just say to yourself, guys, in the areas that we really need to be fixing up, goalkeeping area, sort it out. You can't be making those silly mistakes. Saliba, get switched on. Odegaard, turn up. If you're the captain, turn up. You need to turn up in these big games and dictate. Yeah, please dictate. As I said, we have not got a central midfielder in terms of Partey at that number 6. Yeah, So Deckers is going to be there. If Moreno's fit, then he looks like he's going to drop back into midfield. But we're going to have to make it count on Tuesday. Because if we take anything less than a 2-goal lead to PSG, we may have problems. Not only will we may have problems, but if we play like we did tonight, yeah, if we perform like we did tonight, then there can be some questions asked. There can be some problems. I'm telling you, people. Was not impressed at all whatsoever. Yeah, you score, don't take your foot off the gas. Don't get that third goal. But no, we don't. Just not clinical enough. And so it is, guys. Another dead rubber game. But I just wanted to see a performance from the boys tonight. And to be honest, I didn't see it. And I've come away disappointed with the game tonight. And as I said, perform like this, then Tuesday could be a problem. Please hit the like button, subscribe and share if you're new, and I'll see you